There you go.
Hey, we're Anti-Thesis. We're shit. We've got some interview stuff, apparently.
We're going to answer
First question, Lachlan, do it.
How did you form? This is I wasn't a part of the formation, so.
How did you form? Well, me and David met in Bundaberg about 4 years ago and started playing music together. And
I moved to Melbourne and had a breakdown because I quit music and was working full time all the time. And this dickhead was living with a friend of mine in in Bundy. So we started jamming from there, and then next thing you know, we're moving to Brisbane and playing lots of obnoxious shows, being dickheads. And then we met this guy, and he basically stalked us for 3 months, demanding that we play drums for him. That he could play bass for us. Yeah, he's the drummer. We said yeah, and that was cool, and then we became.
It was either me become a bass player or they get a restraining order. So.
Yeah, one of the two, and we thought we'd go with the bass player idea.
We couldn't afford a restraining order or lawyers and stuff. So.
Yeah, I don't go down well in court. They think I'm a terrorist.
So David,
dark skin.
David, what are you an antithesis of?
What?
What are you an antithesis of? What are you antithesis of?
Me?
Yeah.
What am I the antithesis of?
As a band.
Social norms, everything. I don't know. I want society to get pushed forwards, but at the same time I hate most people. I think most people are fuckstones and can't make their own opinion up about anything. So I guess in terms of that, I'm the antithesis of society and culture. They're all fuckers. Fuck them.
What do you two think?
What do we think? I guess it's a statement. I guess it's just a statement about
the word antithesis, the band Anti-Thesis means, or the word antithesis means completely different ideas working in correlation with each other and actually working really well, even though they shouldn't. So we thought that worked really well for what we were doing. And the actual word with a hyphen saying antithesis, we think Australians are generally very anti-intellectual and anti-educated. You always hear when people talk about doctors and they're like, oh, you can't believe what this doctor says. Let's ignore his 8 years of training or fucking whatever they do and all this other shit. Australia's a very anti-intellectual fucking culture in society. You can give them the basic facts in hard evidence in front of them and they're just like, nah, man.
I think that's basically it.
Muslims are bad. This is bad. This is bad. Against all real evidence. That's antithesis.
Yeah.
Australian public, yeah.
If you could do a national tour, which Brisbane bands would you take along with you?
That's a cheat because I'd always say Regurgitator, but they're that's not a real option.
Brisbane bands.
Brisbane band.
I like Columbus. They're cool dudes. Whiskey and Speed.
Yeah, Whiskey and Speed are fun to party with.
Yeah.
They're
the Molotov. I always love rocking out with them guys.
Yeah, after the last ear candy, I spent several hours cuddling and while I was coming down.
Just spooning. That's what you do with a keyboard.
It's all keyboardists are good for.
Yeah. Keyboardist guy.
Okay, next question.
What's next?
Would you add another guitarist?
No. I'm a territorial being. Actually, no, once, this is a lie. We almost had another guitarist. When Mick from Whiskey and Speed, when they had some grief last year and he couldn't do anything for a while, we almost had Ben and Loki playing with us for a while.
Really?
But then they got the Guttermouth opening slot, and Mick was able to come back and do all the amazing things that he does, and now they're the amazing band that they are.
Wait, talking about drummers, can you please use more double kick, Andrew?
More double kick.
No.
More double kick.
No.
Alright, more double kick.
Double kick is the realm of me fixing strings and stuff. We don't need any more of it. Stop encouraging him. You guys are cunts. Yeah, the lot of you. Who's next? Next question.
I'll let you read this one. This is making me laugh.
Being a band that is heavily involved in the scene, do you feel any pressure to conform?
What's conform?
Have you seen an Anti-Thesis show before? I'm not asking you, I'm asking the people that are out here, just as an answer to this. I'm going to answer this question with another question.
I couldn't read that question with a straight face.
Yes,
I had
we
to
are
give
conformists.
Anyone, if you've seen an Anti-Thesis show, you know the answer to that. I think I conform about as well as Tony Abbott does to equal rights. I'm the greatest.
I'm going to read this one.
Ah!
Nah, throw it away. Next one.
Have you picked that one up too? We haven't
I read that one.
That one's been read.
It's old news, man.
Alright, what makes Brisbane unique from other cities with respect to the arts? Well, I've got to say, I haven't spent a lot of time in other cities.
Yeah, I can't really answer that one personally.
Well, but honestly, Brisbane is a melting pot though. Like, there are so many musicians in Brisbane, all wanting to make something with it, and you know, it's really an amazing place right now. There's just so much talent and so many people.
I've lived everywhere, and out of all the scenes that I've been part of, Brisbane is the best. Like, people say Melbourne is cool, and I mean, they've got more venues and they've got more bands, but they're all conforming to some bullshit sound, trying to make it somewhere to what the industry wants them to do. Here in Brizzy, our scene isn't as big, but I don't know, no one's got any illusions of making it anywhere, so they're just like, let's just fucking do what we want to do. It's like the perfect melting pot of culture and art. It's every motherfucker wanting to do exactly what they want, and if you like it, you can check it out. If you don't, they don't give a fuck. And that's, you know, that's what art's all about, you know, just doing what you're hearing in your little head goo and putting it out into the world for everyone else to hear it. At least I think so.
What is your advice to bands to prevent them from fucking up? I reckon don't get a bass player. And especially don't get me for a bass player.
Don't listen to any advice I will give you is probably a good start. No, realistically, just fucking turn up on time to gigs and fucking, like, to load in and watch the other bands, meet the other people, get a little drunk and mosh out and just have a good fucking time.
Networking's the best thing.
If you're that guy that's sitting there in the corner frumping about while waiting for you to play, then you're not going to have a good time regardless of what happens. But if you're up there meeting people and, like, meeting like-minded people and just wanting to have a good fucking time, then, you know, people will feed off that. That's all I can really say is go out and experience the scene. Take from the scene as much as you want to get.
You know, talking about people, how do you think people perceive you individually and musically?
I'm a pretentious twat who likes to yell a lot and make lots of noise. I'm particularly not the most.
Who cares what people think of you, really?
To be honest,
Like,
I
they got
got
their own
no
fucking
idea
opinions.
and really don't care.
Basically,
Who gives a shit?
that's how it works.
Plans for the future? More gigs, more noise?
More gigs, more noise.
Better gigs? Fuck the Prince of Wales, who cares?
Sort of overplaying at this point. But still, yeah, more gigs, more fucking. We've got like Ear Candy coming up. We've got the fucking. Yeah, I can't say that other gig that's coming up in New Year's, but that's gonna be fucking amazing too. Man, seriously. Fuck this place. But lots of gigs, more stuff. We've got an EP coming out soon.
EP.
It says ear candy.
Oh, I thought it said gear. I thought that was
ear
a G.
Candy.
Ear.
Not gear candy, not gear porn. We're not talking about a gear here.
Talk
Ear candy,
talk
ear
about
candy.
ear
That's
candy.
the next one. That's
Ear Candy's like
We've got another
best
gig before that.
oh, we've got
fucking
another gig before
event.
that, but that's the next big
Like,
one.
Ear Candy's the one you need to worry about. Bro. It's like
Yeah.
gotta be the fucking best one.
Yeah,
That
Always
we're
the
gonna do
best
this
one.
year.
always the best. It's at the Globe. The Globe's awesome.
I'm like
The new
biased.
Globe.
Being the
I love Ear
promoter,
Candy.
for me,
Ear Candy's
it's
so much fun.
like a night where I get to pick all the bands that play, and they're all my favorite bands, and it is like the greatest nights ever. I don't know, I just love it. Like, I get to see like Junkyard Diamonds and Whiskey and Speed and Dead Wolves and Dr. Peppernickel and the Molotov and fucking everyone just all in one lineup. I mean, we don't get to see as many bands live as we want because we're gigging all the time. So getting a chance to hang with a bunch of our mates that we never get to see, as well as watch their fucking amazing bands while getting thrashed, it's just like, it's as much of a party for the bands as it is for the fucking people there. And normally spills out everywhere.
Are you
Like,
gonna marry that thing?
yes, I've already married it. Coming home with me. Retrofitted motherfucker.
How did you form? No, wait.
We've already had that one.
Fuck off, man.
Dude, this is why you don't let bassists read questions.
So we've read all the questions.
We've heard of them. That's David. It's Andrew.
I'm sexy.
Yeah, I'm in. There you
And
go.
I'm Batman.
No. You can't have a bearded Batman, that's not a thing.
I'm Batman, dude.
No.
Argue with me right now.
You're like
fucking
Alfred.
dare you.
You're like Alfred.
You're fucking Alfred.
You're fucking
You spend a
Alfred.
lot of
You
time
put
in
your
the
dick
Batcave.
in
You
Alfred's
could be Batman.
asshole, man.
Probably.
That's, you're fucking Alfred, literally.
Me and Alfred have a
Fucking
thing.
Alfred.
Me
Shit.
and Alfred have a thing.
Fucking-
But you're Alfred, so you know by the
That's,
You like
transitive
playing belly
properties.
sticks. Belly sticks. Belly
Sword
sticks.
fights.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this interview's dropped enough. We're done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come to Ear Candy because it's good.
11th of October. New
Yeah.
Grade.
Thank you, Lone Rat. You're cool.
Thank you.